Marv, thank you very much for joining me today, mate. Really excited to have a chat with you just about you and your journey with inside the coaching program so far. People need to know about you, mate, and your story and your mindset. I called Marv the hybrid dad all the time. He's the busiest guy that you'll ever meet. He never says anything untoward. He just gets his head down, gets the work done. He's currently 16 days out from the Leeds Marathon and he's absolutely smashing it. So before we dive into, mate, where we're at now, the things that we are doing now, how you are feeling now that we are, how long, mate, gone into the coaching program so far?
It'll be 10 months maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
10 months
almost a
into the
year, yeah.
coaching program. How were you feeling, mate, before you actually started, like 10 months ago?
Just bit crap about it. I think I just started again, like as all like the 100th time of going back to the gym, going through all that process and thinking you know what you need to do and what to do and you get to a point, don't you, where you just think, I need to sort myself out. And you catch yourself in the mirror and stuff, and my son's getting like teenager and dossing about house, and you think, I want to get him out, and I'm a football coach, and to be a good example and stuff. And yeah, I've done it. I've done it before, but obviously I didn't stick to it. And I did it myself, and I felt really good. And I just thought I need to get back to that, but there's just too much stuff going on that I don't have the time. But obviously I do have the time now. I've been coached properly and know the right way and how to do things and organise my time and the good habits. And 12 months ago, I wouldn't have thought now I'd be where I am now, ready to run a marathon. Not in a million years.
Yeah, I think you're spot on, mate. Obviously you've been through a bit of a journey in the past yourself where you lost the weight. Unfortunately, you put it back on, and a lot of the time it just comes down to the simple systems and routines and habits and processes that we can have in place, which almost makes everything a lot more easy. It makes it a little bit more seamless. I always say like putting your diet on easy mode and making sure that your training isn't too complex. Before we started this marathon prep with Marv, he wasn't doing excessive training. 3 to 4, maybe 5 sessions per week here or there. Spending loads of time in the gym. Still doesn't currently spend loads of time in the gym, but the byproduct of doing a marathon, you need to spend loads of time on the tarmac. So there needs to be some push and play here or there. What was the anything, mate, where before you kind of started, where you thought, right, enough is enough now? I know you mentioned things like the coaching and stuff like that, and we spoke about in the past of you wanting to be that role model type figure, being fit, being strong, being healthy. Was it around that area where you thought, right, now I really need to sort myself out?
It's just like little things. I didn't get like massive, but even just like to fasten your shoelace and stuff, you're just bending down and getting out of breath, and then just running upstairs to get something, and you're getting out of breath and you're rushing about, and then it's just being lethargic coming home from work, and all you just want to do is sit on the sofa and not even help with anything around the house. Everything seems a chore, and I'm just thinking, I don't want to be like this. I'm pushing 40, and I don't want it to be downhill from there. Still got a long way to go. And my son turning teenager, he starts seeing the habits, the way I am, the way we do things, the attitude that I have. And I want it to be good. I want to, lay good foundations for him and stuff. And I don't know, I started a leadership course with work, and then I think it was about this time last year, I think you dropped me a message, and it just all like clicked and just came into place that I need to do something.
No, man, that's epic. You're a family man. He gives a lot of himself to other people. At the time, you weren't able to give your best self to those people
Yeah.
because you weren't fit and you weren't healthy. And with Marv, we went straight into a fat loss phase, tidied everything up, get him feeling good about himself, nice and confident again, nice and lean. We actually got his abs out for the first time, I think, in his life. He may be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but got his abs out. We were feeling incredible, confidence through the roof. And how much did we lose, mate, during that first phase? Can you remember?
I think it was about a stone and a half. Yeah.
Yeah,
Between a stone
about
and a half, 2 stone, yeah.
about a stone and a half. And then from there, we decided to move into this marathon prep and then going into a phase where slowly building his calories up over a long period of time. without gaining too much excess body fat, but turning more so Marv's approach from like fat loss focused and more physique based to a lot more performance based now. And how have you felt that transition, mate, going from, getting in shape, but then reversing out of that and being a lot more like performance focused with your nutrition as well?
Yeah, obviously, like at first it were ace when you see you've got 6-pack and you're lean and everyone's saying, "Oh, you look good" and stuff like that. But then when we did the marathon and started running, it's like a new challenge. And for me, I wasn't as interested in that. I look good and I've got a 6-pack. I wanted the energy, and I feel like eating more food now. I've got a lot more energy, and when I'm running, when I first started running during this, I'm like, this ain't for me. I think I said to you, I hate running. I absolutely hate it. And now I just can't wait to get home and get out and run. And like I'm running 10Ks now, just easy. It's not even, I go out and I won't even know I've done one. I don't feel, any different. So I have more energy. Obviously get to eat more food. It's good. And yeah, well, I just trust you, Josh. That's what you're giving me. I just follow it. I know what I'm doing. There's a plan. I just do it, and I'll be all right. So people have been asking me what prep I'm doing for marathon next week. I said, whatever Josh just tells me, I'll just do it because I know it works. I've got lean. I've done the half marathon. I'm fastest ever 10K, half PBs when I'm out running for my marathon. I just know I'll be all right as long as I just do as you asked me to. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah, everything about it, always learning, researching, trying to improve. Everything's just a different challenge. Like losing the weight now, it's just getting the miles and learning how to run and being a hybrid dad.
Oh, mate, that it's every sense of the word that you are, mate, hybrid dad, and it just doesn't come with like the training side or the nutrition side. It is literally, I think the term hybrid suits you down to the ground because you wear so many different hats. You are marathon. You've got the marathon hat on, you've got the dad on, you've got the coaching hat on, you've got the husband hat. And when I say Marv's one of the busiest guys I know, he's one of the busiest guys I know. But because he's got that structure and routine in play, and I like you just said, I give him the tools, but he does all the work and he gets all the work done. He just structures his day appropriately to suit. A lot of people can find themselves overwhelmed when it comes to the training or the nutrition, just because you haven't got that structure and that guidance and that support to know that you are just doing the right things. And when you run a half marathon PB in training, just effortless, right? I think it shows that everything's pointing in the right direction and moving together. What would you say, mate, just is like kind of your most exciting part or favourite part, should I say, maybe of the coaching programme?
Checking days and we get the feedback from how we've trained and stuff, it's always positive. There's always something I could take to learn. Definitely checking and just having a look back at your week, because I think you don't do a lot of self-reflection, and then that's your chance there to do it, and you're reading and you're thinking, what have I done this last week? What can I do next week to improve on it? Makes you really think. And then also we get the video from you of the check-in, and it's always buzzing after that, thinking, no, I am doing all right, actually, yeah, and stuff. And then I just always take something away to learn. You give us a little few pointers and feedback, and I take it in, put it into place, practice, have a look up on it. And just like I said, where I am from 12 months ago, that I feel like I'm almost an expert, from where I was, how much I know now. And
that's that's what I love as well. I always say to every single person who comes and joins the program that this is not just a dictatorship, it's a partnership. And part of that partnership is me giving you as much knowledge and education as I can during the check-in process and on day-to-day communication, so that when you do find that your coaching journey is finished, like you can go and maintain all results forever, or even better your results, because you've learned from me. And one thing that you said there, which is really powerful and not enough people do, is actually just reflect on the week properly. Fill out a check-in form mindlessly or whatever it is. But Marv spends time, puts detail into his check-in form, which is absolutely fantastic. And that's why he's getting the elite level results that he's getting from a physique standpoint, but also from just a lifestyle and performance standpoint as well. You touched on it briefly there, mate, about how you are feeling now. But in a little bit, maybe a little bit more depth here or there, how do you feel now? 10 months ago, we spoke about how you were feeling then. How are you feeling now in comparison?
A million miles away, just confident, just feel content with everything around me. I feel like I've changed like loads. You don't ever want to stay the same. I always want to be improving. It's just the drive and stuff that I've got. I just want not just to be a better runner, better in the gym, just all round in every way that I can. And the mindset that I've got now, and not letting things get on top of me, and just try to be organised and structured, and I feel I'm giving out advice to other people, training and things like that, and obviously that makes you feel good that you can help other people with their stuff. So just unbelievable. Really, really confident, happy, content. Yeah, really good.
That's awesome, mate. No, I really appreciate that, and you being here, Marv, is absolutely incredible. You're an absolute star, and I say that to you all the time, but the people deserve to know as well. You are an absolute star. You crack on, get your head down, do the work, and it's an absolute pleasure to be in your corner, mate. You are the best of the best. You're very unselfish in what you do in your day-to-day life, and your friends, your family, everybody around you should be very, very proud, mate, to have you a part of their life, because you're not just a hybrid dad, mate. You're a great dad, great bloke, and I thank you very much for everything that you do within the coaching program. Last question from me, mate, if you don't mind, is anybody who is potentially just sat on the fence thinking about joining, what would you say to these guys?
Just do it. Just do it. Stop dwelling on it, thinking about it. Just get it done. There's no point. Just same with anything. If you ever just do it. Like people always say, you regret what you haven't done, don't you? So
that's it.